Hello Daily Drafters, and welcome back to the channel for today's daily draft. We are going to try to turn it around in this format. Finally, maybe, possibly, who knows. We've had a wildly mediocre format so far and haven't quite figured it out. But you know what helps with not being able to figure it out? Stoic Sphinx pack one, pick one. I mean, 4 mana, 5/3 flying, flash, hexproof if you haven't cast a spell this turn. You know, there's a lot of good cards in this pack here. Outlaws Merriment is a very good red, white, go wide card. Intimidation Campaign might be my favorite card in the entire format. Outlaw Stitcher is a good card in certain blue decks. If you're wondering why I say certain, go ahead and watch yesterday's video. You can see what I think about Outlaw Stitcher at this point. There's also Canyon Crab here. There's some stuff, but Stoic Sphinx is a nice spot to start. So where can we go from there? Well, the answer is nowhere interesting. Essence Capture is a decent follow-up to the Sphinx, I guess, maybe. Everything else in this pack is pretty darn horrible. Frontier Seeker is good in mounts, but we're pretty incentivized to be blue with the Sphinx already. I guess Stagecoach Security does have plot, which could work with the Stoic Sphinx. Rope Master is not great. And everything else here is not great. I guess I could take a crime land. I might actually be more into taking a land than something like Mirage Mesa here. Because I don't really think Essence Capture is like that great. I mean, I'd probably play it in a blue deck. Let's just take the crime land. Ooh. Alright, 3 mana when ETBs scry 2. Whenever an artifact with mana value 3 or greater ETBs under your control, create a 0. So you create a construct. That's not... Why is that in this set? Oh, it's the big score, the fake set. Okay. Well, best card here is Vault Plunderer to go with the Stoic Sphinx. There is an Archive Trap, though, and Archive Trap plus that 3 mana flashback plot spell is like a real deck. I mean, I think Vault Plunderer is... It's got to be Vault Plunderer here. I mean, Archive Trap is cute and all, but it's not that great. There's Dance of the Tumbleweeds. 3 mana. Search a library for a basic land or desert, put on the battlefield. And 6 mana. Get a big creature with it too. Raven of Fell Omens for the blue-black crime life. There's Slick Sequence if we go blue-red, which could be pretty good. Harrier Strix, meh. Terminal Agony, not great. I think it's between Sequence and... I guess nothing else, really? I guess I'll take the Sequence here. Geyser Drake is a way to play at instant speed. It's a card that I think is fine. There is Conduit Pylons as well. It's a Harrier Strix here as well. Quilled Charger. Is it just me, or like, do the cards in this set kind of suck? Like, I'm not excited to play basically any of these cards. Maybe I'm just missing the synergies or something, and I really need to be leaning into synergy a whole lot more. But like, every card in this pack, I guess Getaway Glamour isn't horrible, but gosh, it doesn't go with anything we're doing. And if synergy is the name of the game, then none of this has any of it with what we're doing right now. So I guess I'll take the Geyser Drake. Molten Duplication. Create a token that's a copy. Target artifact or creature, except it's an artifact against haste, sacrifice it. That's not good. There's Map the Frontier for more lands. There's Bucolic Ranch for a mount deck. There's Lonely Arroyo as another crime land. Slickshot Vault Buster is just not a great card. Armadillo single-handedly beat us yesterday, but it's a horrible card. Haunted Griffin, not great. Do I just take another crime land here, I guess? Kind of delay the decision. I mean, sure. Okay, that's finally a little bit of a signal. An instant explosive derailment as a removal spell. I guess I'll go ahead and take that here. Seize the Secret's a sorcery speed way to draw cards. There is an instant speed trick shot. There's also Patient Naturalist. I have yet to draft green in this format at all. That's not that I hate green. In fact, there's some incredible green rares in the format, but we just haven't found ourselves in green at all yet. I guess I take trick shot, and I'm leaning towards like blue-red instant speed stuff. The wheel, the canyon crab did come around. It's a nice early defensive play that you can also just pass and play all these instants later as well. So I guess I'll take the canyon crab here. Essence capture did come back. Don't care about the rope master or quick draw. I guess I'll just take the essence capture. Ooh, all right, archive trap wield. Can we do it? We haven't seen... I think it's Slick Shot Lockpicker is the name. If we can find one or two of those, I think we can make it work. Guess I'll take the Peddler here, take Fake Your Own Death, and see what comes. And not super thrilled with my first pack, which is honestly the theme of the format for me. We've got Sphinx, which is a good card, but like everything else is just commons. We have a capture and a slick sequence and a stoic crab, I guess, but like those aren't like great uncommons. We've got a vault plunder and no other black cards. Didn't see any of the blue-white uncommons that could lead us toward blue-white plot. I don't know. Let's hope we can open one of the many bombs in the set. Pyromancers could be playable. We did, in fact, open one of the many bombs of the set. Laughing Jasper Flint. 3 mana 4/3. Creatures you control but don't own are mercenaries. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile X cards from their library, where X is the number of outlaws you control. You can cast spells from those cards until end of turn. You know what? I think I'm going to take it here. It's either that or like an Irascible Wolverine for a blue-red life, but we could go Laughing Jasper Flint with Derailment, Peddler, Vault Plunderer, and that's pretty much potentially good enough for red-black here, so let's just go ahead and take that. And then we get another horrible pack. There's Metamorphic Blast if we want to lean back towards blue-red. Seize the Secrets for ossification. No. Highway Robbery. Fine, whatever. Pulverizer. Probably not. The Blast is the best card in the pack, so I'm going to go ahead and take that here. Whew. Wow, okay. There's another Sphinx. And here's the card I was talking about. Slick Shot Lockpicker. You basically just plot this until you draw Archive Trap, and then you play Archive Trap, and then you play this, and then you play Archive Trap again, and then they lose. But I think that's a little bit gimmicky. I'm just going to go ahead and take the Stoic Sphinx here, and maybe we can get another Lockpicker at some point. I think I would like to be I'd like to be blue-white, honestly, with these double Sphinxes here, but the white cards we're seeing are just not really the ones we want. So I guess we'll take the Fall. And pass up on a crime land, I guess. Okay. Here is a Slick Shot Lockpicker. There's also Marchesa, I think, which is splashable in blue-red. But we're a blue-red deck. Yeah, we are actually committing a decent number of crimes. But We don't have any black lands yet. And I think the lock picker is an actual thing. I mean, I've already lost to it in the format. Archive Trap lock picker. So maybe we can assemble that combo today. I'm not locked into red as my second color, but like I said, we haven't seen the white cards that would want to push me into blue-white here. Wrangler of the Damned would be great. Even the other uncommon, I can't remember the name of it. The 4-mana 3/3 flyer, if you don't cast a spell on your turn from your hand, then you draw a card. That would be another good one. Inventive Wingsmith isn't the best payoff for that, so I'm just going to take Derailment here. We do have a lot of instants. We have 8 instants already, and we're only halfway through the draft. We could potentially splash a Wrangler of the Damned in a deck like this. Archive Trap is an instant. Ooh, that's nice. I didn't even see that. Cruel Ultimatum. Cute, but no. Deep Muck Desperado. Well, if we're on the Archive Trap plan doesn't need help, though. So I could take a Take the Fall, a Thunder Salvo, or an Eroded Canyon here. All pretty good. I think I'll take the removal spell, instant speed removal spell as well with Thunder Salvo. I think it's pretty good. I've tried Razzle Dazzler in a blue-red deck just like this yesterday. Did not work. We'll take the Phantom Interference. I'm not thrilled with it, but it's probably the most likely card I'll play here. Copy target instant sorcery. Choose new target. So this would be 8 mana win the game with Archive Trap. That doesn't seem that great. Let's take the Phantom Interference. Again, white cards, but nothing I'm willing to play. I'll just send a message, stay out of red, I guess. I'll take the Crime Land here, I suppose. Nothing else I'm going to take. Thunder Thief, I don't think that's even great in a deck like this. I could take the Mirage Mesa or the Springs, I guess, if I want to splash black. I'll take the Springs, I suppose. Now I'll take the Mesa. We can open a couple of off-colors bombs in this last pack and potentially be able to play them. Because we got a lot of fixing. I'll play another Take the Fall as well. And a land here. And what do we open but Lost Jite? I don't think this is really for our deck. 1 mana, equip 1. So whenever it attacks, you put a charge counter on it. You can remove a counter to untap a land, put a counter on the creature, or target creature can't block. Seems okay, but not great. We've got a Thunder Salvo, a Stingerback Terror. We're going to be a little bit more controlling here. It does have plot, though. Is that worse than a Thunder Salvo in our deck? I'm willing to see. I'm willing to see. It's a rare. I'll go ahead and take it here, and we'll see if it's worth it for us. All right, bunch of garbage for us again. Step Between Worlds is not what we're looking for. Seize the Secrets. Probably not it. Prickly Pear, generically good card, but pretty horrible in our deck. And everything else is off color. I guess there's at knife point on the splash if we want to. There's an unlicensed hearse, but we're not going to be crewing that like ever. I guess I'll take the Prickly Pear. Another pretty bad pack again. Take the Fall number 3, which doesn't do much here. We're not seeing any gold uncommons in any color that we are even remotely close to. There's a Jagged Barrens. I could splash Laughing Jasper Flint. This basically just draws a card from their deck every turn and has slight upside past that if we have any other Outlaws. Yeah, sure. I love Repulse. I love Sharpshooter. But I think this deck wants a Repulse more than it wants a Sharpshooter. and everything else is not great. I would probably play a highway robbery as well. Failed fording versus pretty much nothing else. This is not a loan shark deck. It's the rare blue-red draw go deck, which is normally blue-white in this format. I mean, look, we've got 12 instants and 2 of our creatures have flash already. So let's take the instant in failed fording here. Take the Thunder Salvo. What is this one? 5 mana, tap to create a blood, clue, or food. 3 mana, sacrifice 3 tokens with different names. Search your library for an artifact that we don't have, so that's garbage. Take Thunder Salvo number 2, I guess. Fleeting Reflection is actually a pretty good card. I mean, it protects our hexproof stuff if we do decide to cast spells. So let's take that here. There we go. See? Look, like, the deck is open for us. It's just none of the good cards were opened. So we'll take Hypothesis here. And, yeah, pretty easy pick there. Thunder Salvo even wheeled. Look, our deck was open. It's just none of the good cards were opened. We didn't get any of the blue-red uncommons. We didn't find any blue-white uncommons that we could have splashed either. None of that stuff. So we'll get rid of that. Then we can keep that. Don't have any reason to play white. And I think we can splash Laughing Jasper Flint because why not? Do we want to splash at knife point or just play Seize the Secrets here? I mean, that's pretty good with Laughing Jasper's Flint. I'll see. I'll decide in deck building here. Take the Fall, Phantom Interference, Blast. Yeah, it's a very, very similar deck to yesterday, which didn't quite get there, but we do have a couple of... I don't know if I would call these bombs. I think I would call these bombs. I'm not positive. But we do have the combo of Archive Trap, Slickshot, Lockpicker, which I think I'm just gonna put in my deck. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and build this deck, and then I'll see you after deck building here. Okay, so after deck building, here is where I ended up. We've got double Sphinx, we've got the Lockpicker Archive Trap combo here. We got a lot of interaction. Triple Salvo, double Derailment, Take the Fall as just kind of like some cyclers here. Slick Sequence, can draw some cards as well. Repulse, got a lot of card draw, but going to be using a lot of the interaction here. I'm going to try out Stingerback Terror. I don't think this is the greatest deck for it, but it could work. I think splashing Laughing Jasper Flint actually seems okay. It's just a generically good card. Going to keep a Prickly Pear in here. Geyser Drake helps with our 15 instants and 2 flash creatures. That's 17 of our spells. Only 6 spells we cannot cast at instant speed in this whole deck. So we're going to be playing at instant speed again. It didn't quite work yesterday. I think this deck is a little bit more powerful, but it's very, very similar. I don't know exactly how it's going to do. Not thrilled with it, but if they can't deal with the Stoic Sphinx in the air and they don't have another flyer or something, then it's going to do some work. So we're going to give this one a shot, and I'll see you guys in the first game. Alright, here we are in the first game, and we go first, and this hand is, pretty darn bad. We've got Geyser Drake on 3, protection if they don't kill it. We do have 3 turns to find a mountain, or a red source to play Laughing Jasper Flint. The Terror, we can plot it with just 1 red, so I guess we'll keep it in the hopes that we can find a red source. I mean, you guys know how against mulliganing I am on this channel, and if you don't, then I'll tell you, I'm very against mulliganing on this channel. It has to be like, you can't do anything for me to want to mulligan. And we've got a lot of chances at a red source here. So I kept it for that reason. I haven't found this format to be blisteringly fast. So Yeah, we found the red. I can actually, well, I can Geyser Drake and then next turn plot the Terror. The following turn play Jasper Flint, hold up Fleeting Reflection. Let's do that. This could actually be okay. Because Jasper Flint is one of our better cards in the deck. So I don't necessarily want it to just die. And if they tap out, I can play Jasper Flint, pass the turn, and still hold up Fleeting Reflection as long as my Geyser Drake is still alive here. And it looks like it will be, so that is going to be a nice little curve for us. Got rid of double removal spell for them, so that's good. So let's go ahead and cast this here. Attack with the Drake. Yeah, they don't have reach. And then we've got the reflection here. If they do decide to go for removal. Arid Archway. Are they going to float the mana? Nope. Hopefully they didn't have a 3-drop. Or in our case, hopefully they did have a 3-drop. Don't mind if I do. I mean, it's a free 3-2. I don't see why I wouldn't just play it. I mean, I'm not going to sack a creature. And we still have protection here. Sure. Okay. Didn't get anything there. So this still lets me cast Stoic Sphinx on their turn if I just play Canyon Crab right now. Because it will cost 1 less mana because of the Geyser Drake here, so... Let's just offer some sort of trade with the contractor. I don't care too much about what. We already got our 2-for-1 off of that. We'll use Reflection if we need to, and if we don't, we'll just play Stoic Sphinx here. I would not like to see that big armadillo. But they don't have double green. Okay, now we left ourselves open to have Laughing Jasper Flint get killed, but now the game is about the Stoic Sphinx. If they can't kill that, then they're just gonna die. Yeah, again, that's fine, because now we have a 5/3 hexproof flyer. And game's over next turn, pretty much. There we go. Alright, Stoic Sphinx worked out in our favor, and Laughing Jasper Flint was definitely worth it. Okay, we go first again. We once again don't have red. Canyon Crab can help us find that red, though, because we play this on 2, and if for some reason we start missing land drops or something, we can pass the turn, and then we get to loot. So we gotta hope the crab survives, obviously, but we'll go from there. Frontier Seeker. Sure. It's a nice little 2-for-1. Never mind, they missed. Alright, I guess we're cycling this. And now, unfortunately, missing missing the land drop there. Okay, that wasn't great. It's also not great. Is that a mount? No. Okay, pass the turn and loot. Trained Arinx, yeah. This is now a 2/5 flying life 2/6 2/5 flying lifelink. We'll be repulsing that next turn more than likely. Three, 6. Oh, it counts itself too. Alright, Take the Fall's not gonna be much better. We just gotta make sure we can find our land drops and stuff. Stingerback Terror, horrible draw. Phantom Interference could be worse, I guess. Triple Thunder Salvo. Yeah, this Terror is just not getting cast, like, at all. And if it is, it's going to be like a 1/1. So we've got Counterspell with Interference if we feel like we have to. And a Repulse. For the Congregation Griff, and looks like they're just going to go to combat, and I'll probably just Repulse it here. Hopefully no Snakeskin Veil. Okay. How about another red card? 16 cards, no red sources. Yep. Oh, another blue one. Sure. There we go. I guess one of these Thunder Salvos can go. Can't do anything about that. Gotta get hit by a 4/6 flying lifelink now. For 7. What do they have for 1 and a white? It can't be Saddle, so it is some sort of instant. So I could Metamorphic Blast this and then pump the crab and eat it, because it would be an 0/1. But if they have something that makes that plan a lot worse... Sure. Okay, take 4. So I can draw 2 here. I play a land and I'm probably just passing again. That would be, I go from 7 to 9, I play a land. I go to 7 to 9 and draw a card to 10. I would have to discard a good amount of cards there, so that probably doesn't seem great. It's not a horrible draw. Ugh. Sure. I'm gonna be explosive derailmenting Congregation Griff here, for sure. And I can't do anything about that at all. Well, I can bounce that to their hand after they get the crab here. What do you got? Hopefully not Snakeskin Veil, because that's something I can't counter. Clearly something. Take up the shield. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to take 8 in order to counter that. Or I can just bounce it to their hand. Alright, take 8. Still have a couple removal spells, and drawing a mountain wouldn't be horrible here. Close, but not quite. Why do they still have priority? Yeah, don't need an island, I can tell you that. Okay, that's something I can still kill here. So let's go 1, 2. This is actually going to be a pretty good turn here. So this oh, it's got ward 3. I can still 1, 2, 3. Oh no. Never mind. Ward 3, huh? Can't do anything then. Yeah. I could have made it an 0-1 and then slick sequenced it and then Thunder Salvoed the other thing, drew a card, killed their whole board, but it's got ward 3. So that is not something we can do. Ugh. We were just stuck on mana there. Couldn't find that mountain. Okay, get a start on the play here, and we will... Never mind, on the play. On the play. Look where that guy am. Let's go red, I guess. Because we drew the island, we can cast Sphinx here. Alright, another aggro deck, sure. Guess we're casting Failed Fording. And then plotting this on 3 unless we draw something better? Archive Trap. Well, that's only in our deck so that it can be in our hand. If we put it in the graveyard, it basically does stone cold nothing for us. So let's do that. Next turn we can cast Sphinx, but we're going to have to be taking at least 6 damage to cast a Sphinx next turn. Okay. Yeah. So this is a 2/2 flyer right now? Okay, that's not... That's something, I guess. Okay. 3/3, sure. Take 5? Perfect. They get to remove it at the exact right time. Good for them. Okay. Pass to attackers. Go ahead and kill that here, I guess. They save it, because why wouldn't they? Okay. Tap it down, take 6 again. Take 5, I guess. Ooh, well, that untaps it. But this thing is going to be a problem, too. Any reason I would want it to become a copy of anything? It is a 0/0, I think, printed. No, it's a 7/7 printed, so let's just submit 0. And then block... What does that have? Saddle 3? Saddle 2? Taking 7 exactly here after they tap that down. And that is lethal. Yeah, sure. Take another loss here, I guess. Alright. What are we now? 1 and 2, I guess? See if we can come back here. Okay, we're up first with Jasper Flint on 3, and that's going to have to be enough here. This format is an enigma to me. I cannot figure it out for the life of me. I think I'd rather hold up Thunder Salvo here than play the Crime Land. Alright, let's get him down. Mystical Tether? No, another good card though. So I can cast Snakeskin Veil on this and then Thunder Salvo this, which would be pretty good. I think that's probably what I need to do. So let's do this here. Play the Crime Land. Thunder Salvo down the Lookout. What are they plotting here? Spinewood's Paladin, sure. Let's go ahead and plot this in the event that we find Archive Trap. Archive Trap next turn is an instant win. Okay, that's pretty good. No Archive Trap, but Resilient Roadrunner. It doesn't really do what I want it to do necessarily. I can still cast it, I guess. So let's do this on that thing. Put him to 4. Now we've got lethal with Roadrunner. Well, actually, that can block it. So can that. So I'm going to say this can't be blocked except by creatures with haste, but... We've got a Coyote. Gosh, all the Roadrunners and Coyotes going on over there. Okay, so let's do this here. Don't need that. Let's do this here, and this should be lethal. And there we go. Laughing Jasper Flint has basically been the reason we've won both of our games so far. Alright, up first again, and we've got some removal, so let's keep it. Take the Fall is basically just 1 mana, gain a life, draw a card in this deck, for the most part. Just kind of cycles us towards more lands, cycles us more towards the better creatures in our deck. Do I want to hold up Thunder Salvo here? I think I do. Although if I top deck Jasper Flint here, that's going to be really annoying. gonna get punished if they play an X3 or an X4 here now, I guess? Okay. They did get the straight up 2-for-1 there, but sure. I don't know if that's something I want to explosive derailment here. I might just cycle take the fall and see if I can just find something decent. That's actually not horrible. Okay, that's something I'm probably going to want to kill. I don't know why this has destroy target artifact. I should say destroy target enchantment on it. The artifact has never come up for me. Like, I don't think even once. There's the Sphinx. Hopefully no instant speed way to kill it again, like they did last time. What else do you got? Terror of the Peaks. Followed by a 2-drop to finish off the crab, I'm sure. There it is. God. Ugh. I guess we just trade for Terror of the Peaks with Stoic Sphinx here. If they don't have instant speed removal. Yeah, just deal 5 to the crab, because Terror of the Peaks is a stupid card. Please don't have... Oh my god. play your 7-drop or something. Close enough. Block, 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 die. Alright, that's fun. Hope you all are enjoying the format. That will do it for today's video. And I will see you next time. Which is, I guess, tomorrow. Unfortunately for us all, for our daily draft.